us. Them mixes are dope. But now we got our special guest in here tonight. And that is the man like Ransom FA. Make some noise for Ransom inside the place. Come on. How you doing, man, G?
I'm good, bro. I'm blessed.
Yeah?
Glad to be here, mate.
Yes, man. It's good to have you on, for sure, bro. It's good to have you on, man. So let's just get straight to it. Why the name Ransom? Like, is it Ransom FA or just Ransom?
It's Ransom FA, but everyone just seems to call me Ransom. Mate.
Okay.
It's what it is, but it's Ransom FA.
Yeah.
It was just FA before, because that's my name. So
Yeah.
FA. But it was a myth with the Football Association.
Yeah.
That's it. They won. It's done. So at the time, I had like a YouTube group, and I was in a group. We were called Ransom Fee, which is we're coming to the game, and until they pay the ransom fee, we're not leaving. Do you get what I mean? And then obviously and we had a YouTube channel called Ransom Fee Media, which was the biggest one in Scotland at the time. So then it just became like Ransom FA. You get me? So then obviously
just ran with it.
It just people started just calling me that, and
dope. Okay, that's dope.
Here we are today.
Yeah. You know, like sometimes you ask people their backstory, and it's just
like, everything's got a meaning, man.
Yeah,
What's
man.
the point?
Yeah, exactly.
Trust me.
All right. So, how long you been making music for? Like, how old are you? Can I
bro. I'm not no good, man. I ain't gonna get offended. I'm 25. Man.
Okay. Yeah, and how long you been doing music for?
I've been doing music. It's crazy. It's one of those ones when someone asks you, it's like, I don't remember not doing music.
Okay.
But
I like that.
To do it officially, like when I started being like, you know what, I could see this going properly. I guess I was like 18. That was 2012. I did a track that was released, and then like it got good coverage in my area. Like the newspaper picked it up. You get what I mean? So it was traction started coming from it. So like 2012, and from there, you get me. My life was just fully edged towards music.
It's just been going with it from then. All right. So for those who don't know, but I'm sure that there are loads that do know, people might recognize you from a little show that was called the RapGame UK. So you were on the RapGame UK. Yeah. We're gonna get to that in a second. But like, what have you been doing since the show's finished? Take us through what's been happening since that show ended and what's been happening.
So obviously, since the show's ended, I'm living in London.
Yeah.
You get me? I'm a Londoner.
He's a Londoner.
So I'm living in London, and the work rate's just gone up. Like right now, I'm in the studio and I'm working on an album. Well, it's not an album. It's a mixtape, but I call it a project because it's like when I do my album, I want that to be like serious. Do you get what I mean? So that's why I don't want to say it's an album. It's like it was gonna be an EP, but we just started working on the tracks, and so just working on that kind of project, and that's gonna be crazy. Obviously, it's called Catch Me I'm Local because obviously. Get me, I'm local.
He's local. He's a bat now. He's a bat.
Yeah, that's what that's going to be called, and that's coming out hopefully soon. We're working on all the different pieces. I'll return to TV as well. Obviously, we're just confirming the details.
Okay.
Get me with everything going into place, God willing.
Yeah.
Be back on the screens again. So
yes, man. I'm loving that. I'm loving that. So, would you say that the show itself has changed your life, or were you already on a certain path, or did the show like give you something?
The show's definitely, and like obviously for me, I always felt like whatever you do, if you put 100% in, you get me, you can't not reap the benefits. It's just about time. For sure. But what obviously the show's done is it's given me the exposure that I've always felt like, I've wanted, and I felt like, I've been working to get me what's going on, and from being from a place like Scotland, to get what I mean, to come on a show like this, it's opened the eyes for people down south. So now I can come down here and say, oh yeah, you're that guy Ransom. Oh yeah, cool, let's do this. So yeah. Get me, the show gave me the exposure that.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling that as well. And you're saying you're from Scotland. I'm gonna touch on that because obviously I saw you. I watched the show and I watched the whole thing though. Okay. And there was a line that you said at one point where you said, you don't want to be known as like the Scottish rapper, quote unquote Scottish rapper. You want to be known as a dope rapper that's from Scotland.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
And I don't know. Moving to London, do you feel like that has there's people are taking you more seriously, or do you feel like since the show ended, people are taking you more seriously? What do you think? Do you feel like people are taking you more seriously?
Yeah, since the show's ended, like it's just kind of like for people in Scotland, it's kind of giving them the verification. They're like, oh yo, I see my guy. He's cracked the corner, or that guy AJ Tracy said that tune was sick. So like that kind of verification, and then obviously from being down south, people are like now they got used to me on the show. So now when I put out music, they're like, oh that's Ransom. They don't look at it like, oh, that's like an alien sound that we haven't heard. To get what I mean? You get me? So I feel like it's kind of changed the opinions of certain people. So that's what we're doing. Hopefully.
That's dope.
And that's hopefully what we're trying to do this year. Like a few of the projects I'm involved with kind of focuses on the regionality of music. You get what I mean? Because music is about expression, and there's like places all over the UK that sometimes aren't heard because the sound isn't palatable at the moment.
But I feel like the internet is changing that game right now. It's just changed the game. Like everything's just kind of like merging together. Like,
because if it wasn't for the internet, I don't even think I'd be here because like I had to grind on social media to get what I mean, all that kind of shit for people.
Nah, I feel that. All right, so I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions about the show. I hope you don't mind. You're gonna go hard on your music. Don't worry. Like, I'm not just here to talk about RapGame UK. But like, we saw some crazy situations arise in the house, in the show, and in the show. How did you feel like that high pressure atmosphere? Like being in that kind of competition space. Like, how were you in that kind of space? How did you feel in that space? Because from the outside, it kind of seemed like you took it mostly in your stride.
Yeah, I mean like. Because I love music so much, it is pressure. But when you're doing something you enjoy, you get what I mean. It's like the pressure is making sure you do it to the best of your ability. You get what I'm saying? So that's where I found the pressure. Like I enjoyed the task, and I felt like when it came to doing the music, like I've been writing for a while. Like, it's something that I felt like I could do, but it's about making sure you deliver, making sure that you came with the right kind of vibe that you're meant to do. So that's where the pressure was. But I felt like through the show, I kind of, because I was loving it, I mean, just rolled with it.
This is what you wanted to do, isn't it? So man, I feel that. All right, so not only are you a talented MC, and you touched on it slightly just a minute ago, but are you an award-winning presenter? Is that true?
Award-winning, hey.
Are you an award-winning presenter, yeah?
I mean, self-award winning.
Self-award, maybe I'm wrong. I was just trying to guess you still. Is it something that you want to develop further?
I mean, obviously with some of the projects I'm saying, it's just annoying until it's confirmed. I can't be like, oh, this is exactly what I'm doing. But it won't be expanded on that kind of thing. I've been working, because I do a lot of kind of football related stuff, because like I'm like an ambassador for the Aberdeen Football Club.
Okay.
That's obviously where I'm from, and that's the team that I represent. And with my music, it's kind of football influenced without being like explicitly football influenced, because obviously I say stand free in my music, which I just love the meaning of. To get me, stand free, stand on your own. Like, you don't need any big major corporation or anything to really get to where you need to be. And it's also the same for the football team, to get what I mean. So everyone would be chanting like stand, you know what I mean, when you're going to school. So it's just kind of came into my music. So from that, I've been working in the football kind of community. So I've done like a few presenting roles with this football company called Go. They did they did like an academy for like kids who are like at the age of like 18 to 23, where you're like kind of like past making it in the football industry. You know, like when you're in the football industry, you have to be like there from like 12.
Yeah, academy kids.
So these kids, they're kind of like young kids from like areas that don't usually get looked at. We followed their journey. You get what I mean? It kind of went viral in the football community. So I've just been like trying to do the presenting thing.
That's dope. That's dope, man. That's dope. And okay, I put you on the spot with this one. You don't have to answer this one. But if you had a choice, would you rather be known for your music or your media work, or both? Like if you had a choice, if someone like hold gun to your head.
But it's difficult. In my opinion, I don't care, because if you know me for something, you're gonna hopefully like that, and then you'll gravitate. So if you know me for being presenting this, then cool. You might be like, oh, that guy's cool. Why did he get into these presenting roles? Like even when you look at a lot of the things on YouTube, they'll be like, oh, that's Ransom. Oh, no way is he presenting that. Oh, I've just seen him from the rap game. So it's kind of like, it just keeps me in people's faces, and that's like the aim.
Yeah, that's dope, man. All right, and have you found it moving to London? Because you're from Aberdeen. Tell us about Aberdeen. Actually, first of all, how have you found like the love since you went on the show, and then after that and coming into your own? How have you felt like going back home? Because you're saying you're living here now. How do you found going back home? Do you get love back home? With people like crazy, you like the favourite son? You come back, you're like Alex Ferguson.
I love Alex Ferguson. I come back. Come on. I feel like that sometimes. I mean, when I go back, it's sick, because a lot of people in Aberdeen watch the rap game. They follow me for a long time, and then when they see that, it's kind of like, oh, sick. You know what I mean? Like, that's someone from our area. And like obviously I've represented Aberdeen in the show, so like when I go back,
heavy as well.
A lot of it, so it's crazy. I actually remember during the show, one of these kids hit me up, like, oh, how many likes come to my school? And this is how all this madness started. So I was like, yeah, cool. Like I must have been doing something. I was like, oh, 500 likes, to get on me. Not expecting anything. A couple hours later, he got back to me. Yeah, so we got the likes. I was like, man. And this was just like the same week I was moving to London, so I was like, bro, I didn't like account for this. This is like something that I said, and I was like, so I was like. You get me? So what I did was I was like, she made it. So I was like, I made sure I had time to do that. So I went to this school, and it was the craziest thing. Literally, when I went there, I was like, I might be mad. You know, some of the kids might turn up. They literally had to block the doors and only let the older kids in because too many kids were trying to get in. Man, the kids were trying to break in and get in detention. Trying to like Snapchat, like, yo, I tried to get in. I was like, bro, can't do anything for you. Yeah, so it was crazy. And from that, just a lot of the different people in the city, the kids especially, and then the older generation that have been following me for a while. So yeah,
that's dope. Mad. That is dope, man. And have you found it moving here? Do you feel like that's had an impact on, you know, your career, like actually being able to work in this space in the big smoke?
Yeah, 100%. So to speak. Because there's so much like happening. You get what I mean? Like, and like when you're in Aberdeen, like there's certain events that like people may not even invite you to, not because they don't want to invite you to, but because they're like, oh, the logistics. You're in Aberdeen. The event might be 2 days away. It's not gonna happen. So there's just so many things you can go to. There's so many producers, different types of people you can work with. So yeah, London's lit.
Dope. Alright, and plans for the year. So let's, you know, you've got this project that you're dropping, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to tell us the name? Have you told us?
Yeah. Catch Me, I'm Local.
Catch Me, you did tell us the name. Catch Me, I'm Local. So yeah, Catch Me, I'm Local. Watch out for that. When's that dropping? Hey, could you give like maybe like a rough kind of estimated guesstimate?
And this is the first time I spoke about it. Actually,
is it?
Yeah, first time.
Exclusive right here. Yeah, go on.
Probably April, and that's kind of far away, but I want to structure it because there's a lot of different, like with this project, I kind of like, I've expanded like the kind of sound that I wanted to do. There's a lot of different influences that I like I like funk, I like soul, I like R&B, I like grime, I like some bass line. So I like a lot of mixes. So I'm like, I want to experiment with the kind of sounds I've always wanted to do, and I found a producer who can play like every instrument under the sun. So where they're just like jamming, he brings out the saxophone, and it's like, it's about to go down. So
that's what it's about, that musicality. Yeah, we look forward to hearing that. But what about other plans for the year? Are you on tour? Are you on tour with anyone? Are you like, you got any gigs? You got anything coming up soon? If anyone wanted to catch you, who's listening, wanted to catch you like soonish, or even later in the year, tell us what's happening.
I've got a couple shows. There's gonna be a tour planned. I feel like that's after the project comes out. That's gonna come. But I got in Glasgow, I'm going with Crept & Conan. I'm going to be opening up for them in Glasgow. That's 29th of January. 29th of January. Get your tickets, people. Come on. Yeah, cool. At some point in February, which the date, I think it's, I can't fully remember, but we're going to be at the O2 Islington. Okay. Black Box are putting on an event. It's going to be like Kiko, Songer, Chade's going to be there. A few, like a lot of different people are going to be there. So so O2 Islington, some point in February. Dope. And then apart from that, there's a few more going to be lined up, but follow me on social media and then. Alright, so if you're not following him already, follow. Give them the handle, because I'll just mess it up. You know it like that, I know it, but it's the pressure. You tell them, it's your thing. Instagram at Ransom_FA. Yes, follow that today, right now. And if you're listening back on the podcast, right now, you have no excuse because you can rewind it. So anyway, we're gonna move inside of your track now. So we're gonna talk about your new track. Is it Run Up? Run Up. Yeah. Run Up.
It's the Ransom. You know what it is. Stand free. Hey, I told my brothers, we're taking the scene this year, bro. The way we're coming, we're not even walking, we're running into the scene, knocking down doors, man. It's a boy from the north, you know what it is. Hey, what we saying, hey. Run up.